Hey, this is Brandon. You're watching the podcast where I do every leak code daily and I get it on one line. What do we got today? That's not a trivial one. That's interesting. So you can swap any two adjacent elements if they have the same number of set bits. Okay. So then what we need to do is group these by the number of set bits they have, look at the minimum and the maximum of each of those groups, and make sure that that is sorted. So I think what we could do is do a group by, as the last few days have been. Like for example, group by 8, 4, and 2. I wonder if group by has like a custom key function. It does. Let's start with x equal. I'll name this GB. GB equals group by nums, and I'm just going to call this A for array. Key equals bit count. That should work. Now GB equals, let's just get the actual elements. List map, item getter 1, GB. And now if we print GB, fuck, okay, bit count is not defined. So the problem is it's trying to call bit count on 8. What we want it to do is say 8 dot bit count. But that's okay, because what we can do is say this is what I want. I want method caller. Okay, cool. So now it's grouping 8, 4, and 2. And then one thing we could do is sort these. Another thing we could do is take the min and the max. I wonder if there's a simple way without a lambda. Because one thing I could do from here is like return all something, say map, lambda x something pairwise GB. So it'll say get the 8, the 4, and the 2, and the 30 and the 15. And then we're saying max of x at 0 is less than or equal to min of x at 1. And this should just straight up work. Yeah. All right. Simple enough. Yeah, let's. I think before I even get this on one line, I'm going to try and get rid of the lambda. And I think I have an idea. So we have x is x0 and x1. What we want is min x0, max x1. And then from here, if we get back that operator, I think it's LE is what we're going to want. LE stands for less than or equal to. So what it's going to do is it's going to say, like, make sure A is less than or equal to B. So what we're going to want eventually is LE of these. So it's going to be map LE, map a bunch of other stuff. But the hard part is getting this min and max here. But I think I have an idea. It's going to be really convoluted, but it's going to get rid of the lambda. So if we need x0 and x1, and we want to apply min and max to these, what we could do is zip both of these. So zip x and min and max. So now we're going to have x0 paired with min, x1 paired with max. We probably want it the other way around. Then we can map call to this. But it's really going to be star map because we want to say call min with x0, call max with x1. And we want those as like loose values if I'm not mistaken. So we'll say star map call zip min max and x, where x is this pairwise thing, which is not great because we still have to get this x out. But if I said right here, lambda x star map call min max x, that actually does give us an avenue to get the x out, even though right here we still necessarily need that lambda. But then we'll say all map, we got to bring back the LE. This needs to be star map because this map is returning what this star map is returning. So it's we're still getting like the pairwise. If this is our list, we want to say take less than or equal to the individual 1 and 5, not the list containing 1 and 5. Interesting. Oh, it's that we want max and min. We want to call max on the lesser, min on the greater. Cool. So now there is a way out of this. It's not the simplest. What I really want to do is not say call all of this bullshit on pairwise GB. I kind of want to say just zip this correctly already. Like don't bother with all that other stuff right now. So I'm going to say map partial And then it's literally just like taking this code and being like, okay, how do you make this into a function that doesn't require a lambda, which would be partial zip max min. Okay, and now this will be a function, partial the function takes zip the function with this preset argument and returns zip where that input is always given to you. Okay, that takes care of that. Now this could just be x. And now star map call lambda x star map call x is not that bad. It's just going to be partial star map call. Oof, that's complicated. Let's get this all in one line. So if GB is list of that, let's just get that. Well, I don't need the list anymore. List is for like displaying it, but it doesn't really matter with what I'm doing. And I also don't need this to be a list either. So all I really need to do is just like map item getter 1 to this, and then max and min. No, this is going to have problems. The problem that this will probably have, and I'm curious to see if this is vindicated. This is gonna like fuck up. This is gonna not do what I want. Yeah, it's saying max arg is an empty sequence. What's happening is it's consuming the grouper object. It's dumb, but I need to map this to a list so that it's persistent, and it's not like it's not a generator or like an iterator that's like O of one space that just iterates through dot next dot next dot next. There we go. There it is. Not too bad. See you in the next one.